Hi there. My name is Steve Schwartz and I'm the founder of the LSAT blog. I've been coaching the LSAT now for over 10 years now, so I'm pretty familiar with all the LSAT logic games that have ever been released. When I took a look at Princeton Review's LSAT logic games workout, I decided to work through the games just for fun, and I noticed that they were really familiar to me, even though the topics and variables were changed. And I was eventually able to match several of the logic games in their book to actual official LSAT prep test questions. Princeton Review, maybe because they did not want to pay licensing fees to LSAC, they chose to just copy the games and change the topics to disguise them. This is problematic because if you do one of their games out of their book first, then you do an actual official LSAT, you might do better on the practice test because you've seen the game before. You might not even realize it though. But if the inferences are the same and the questions are the same, you've really been exposed to that official game, even though you didn't think you had been. So honestly, I would say shame on you, Princeton Review. Shame on you for tricking students and using fake games and just changing the topics because maybe you don't want to pay the licensing fee. That's incredibly sketchy. And that's why I'm giving you a thumbs down, 1 star. If you were to write your own unofficial logic games from scratch and they had no mistakes, I might give you a pass, and that would be impressive. I know how hard it is to write unofficial LSAT logic games because I've written several of my own. It took me several hours to write each one and to ensure they contained no mistakes at all. And I learned a lot in the process. And if you're watching this out there, Princeton Review or anyone else, you might learn the same as an exercise. Instead of using fake games or disguised games like this one, you could try writing your own LSAT logic games or at least your own supplemental questions for official games. But just using an official game and changing the topic, there's no value in that. You're tricking students and doing them a huge disservice. So steer clear of this book if you're listening out there, and instead use books that have tried and true techniques and use real LSAT questions. There are plenty of them out there. There's no reason to resort to a book like this one, and that's why I believe this book has currently 48% of the reviews only being 1 star on Amazon. So steer clear of this book, use others instead, and if you want recommendations on which books you should use, please feel free to check out my website. It's the LSAT blog. You can also email me personally at lsatunplugged@gmail.com. I'm a real person. I love hearing from students, and I'd be happy to help in any way I can. So again, thanks for watching. All the best as you prepare for the LSAT, and take care.